Some people perform to entertain. My guest today performs to inspire change. Malaïka Urbani is a mezzo-soprano and composer whose music bridges poetry and storytelling. She's worked alongside Dr. Mara Catherine Harvey, the Switzerland and Europe CEO of VP Bank, to transform a children's book into a song about sustainable and ethical financial literacy. A musical interpretation of the UN Sustainable Development Goals has reached children from the African diaspora in Montreal and has been featured by Future Earth, Sustainability in the Digital Age, and the Canadian Science Policy Centre with the support of the Government of Canada. From classical albums like Painted Flowers to animated films celebrating Rwanda's baby mountain gorillas, Malaika's creativity knows no bounds. With over 100 poems published on Medium, Malaika's voice has reached readers worldwide, earning her recognition in 2022 as the top writer in art, creativity, and poetry. In this episode, we'll explore how she uses her voice to bring people together and turn art into a powerful force for impact. Malaika, you have used your voice not just to sing, but to inspire social change, inspire people. Do you remember the first moment you realized music, your music specifically, could change someone's lives?
Oh,
What do you?
that's a good question. Well, I feel like growing up, a lot of the music that I had listened, first of all, music is always political. Everything actually in life is always political. And so what you choose to sing about, what you listen to, always comes from that kind of perspective. Whether you choose to sing about what's happening in your country or anything that's happening in your country influences how you experience life. Do you know what I mean? So
Mm,
it's like, um, everything, art is a political tool. Whether it's a song that doesn't touch certain subjects or does, it will always be a political object. Um, and growing up in a household where we listen to, Miriam Makeba, where we listen to, all of these um, beautiful songs from South Africa against the apartheid. Um, Song music has always been a tool that I've realized could be used for revolution, could be used for change. And so growing up with that context, that's for me, that's like a no-brainer. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Um, that's one of the reasons why I love art, because it's such a powerful tool to make people feel
Hmm.
and to make people understand on a way that's more than just intellectual, but on a like soul level, you know what I mean?
Hmm.
Emotional level.
Yeah.
So I could talk about what's happening to to me and
Hmm.
you can feel it.
Whoa.
And that's a really powerful thing. Um, I could have a PowerPoint and bring you statistics, which in itself is very powerful. Being able to talk about what's happening through science and through facts and through objective data is super important. But
Hmm.
then being able to translate that data into stories that touch people in a way that's beyond an intellectual, but an emotional from person to person, that's powerful. So for me, music has always been a tool for inspiration, a catalyst for change, and a catalyst for revolution. And so, you know, I'm just grateful to be part of such a cool thing. Yeah,
That's a great answer, actually.
thank
So
you.
you said revolution. Is there an artist that has inspired you, that has created a revolution and has inspired you? Do you have some names that come That's just pop.
Yeah. Yeah. The first one that comes to mind is Nina Simone. I love
Okay.
her. Um, and I think one thing that as a Black classical musician, I'm always looking to understand and learn about the legacies of other Black classical musicians,
Hmm.
especially actually whether from today's time or like ancestors who've kind of built the way. Um, and I think a lot about Nina Simone and how brilliant she was musically, and the fact that she wasn't allowed to study classical piano. And so then she became a jazz singer. Then she became one of the biggest jazz singers like known in the world, you know.
Oh, she wasn't allowed to become a classical pianist? Like,
No, she wanted to study it at university and they said no because
oh, yeah, I remember the
she
times.
was
Yeah,
Black.
that all.
Yeah. And
Yes.
so um but so much of her music, she has really great quotes. And I think she talks a lot about like I'm gonna paraphrase, but of a musician's duty is to talk about what's happening in their times. And so you find music that talks about um, the the violence that was happening in America, and she's just incredible. And also just knowing that people like her and their love for Black classical musicians' love for classical music,
Hmm.
their desire to stay in music and continue what they were doing has opened the door for me to be able to study it.
Ooh, that's powerful. And true. Yeah.
Yeah, and so for me, do you hear the siren?
Nope. So your
No?
noise
Okay.
cancellation is on point. So let's
Okay,
go.
good. For me to be able to study classical music, it's to it's I recognize all the work that other Black classical musicians have done before me so that I could go to a school, go to university, and for them to say yes, you know. Um, and Nina Simone as an activist and as a musician is a huge inspiration for me. And also her ability to just show up in full anger, because I think
Oh, in
and she
full
had a lot to
anger.
be angry about. She had a lot to be angry about.
Oh, yeah.
But um, I think especially women are taught to not be angry. And so for me, I think it's very powerful to see, especially Black women, just fully live with the anger that they experience because the world can be a very dangerous and mean place for Black women. And so being able to sit with your anger is something that is kind of frowned upon. And so I love that um she doesn't shy away from it. Yeah.
I would say, based on what I don't know a lot about Nina Simone, so thanks to you, now I will research her.
You should. And
I
listen
would
to her.
say,
She's so good.
I would say she leveraged her anger and transformed it into something positive for the world. I mean, she created, like, she used the anger properly. And
I think,
oh, I'm
yeah.
sorry. No, go on, go on.
No, I think anger is super powerful, you know. Um, because it could be a really good catalyst for change. And for me, there's also the difference of if you don't feel your anger, then that can kind of become shame.
Oh, powerful.
And so I much prefer someone to be angry about things that are worth being angry about than kind of trying to hide it away within themselves. And that just creates this cycle of shame that I think is very self-destructive.
That's
Um,
powerful.
and so yeah,
Okay. That's the first time I'm hearing like anger, if not dealt with, can be transformed into shame or guilt. That's what
yeah.
you say.
Yeah, but it's also not to say that like be angry and go and like throw cars and it's
Yeah,
like recognize your anger and then you can regulate it and understand what to do next. And then you could do that in ways that are constructive, um, and intentional and strategic, but you have to feel the anger. Going, okay, this is an uncomfortable emotion and I'm just going to ignore it.
yeah.
It just sits in you, you know? You need to feel it and then it can
Wow.
do so. Yeah.
Do you realize if each and every human being understood this truth, there would be no violence in the world? That everyone would just channel their anger to something positive and creative. That would be beautiful. I mean,
Mm.
yeah. Um, Thank you for this beautiful answer, Malaika. I do have a quick question for people like me who are not very aware of the opera world, if I may call it this way, the classical music world. Can you briefly just explain what does mezzo-soprano means? What does
Yes.
it mean?
Yes. So, um, in classical music and in any music, different people have different voice types. So some people have lower voice types. So when they sing naturally, it just sits in a lower place. And then other people, naturally, it sits in higher places. And so mezzo soprano is where my voice sits. There's soprano. Soprano is like a higher voice type that sits a little higher than mine. We can have the same range. Range is like we could sing, we're able to sing the same low notes and same high notes, but where our voice sits comfortably, mezzo sopranos can sit just a little lower and sopranos sit a little higher.
Okay. Can you give us an example of a popular soprano, purely soprano, and a popular mezzo soprano, apart from you, of course, because you're very talented.
Thank you.
I have listened, we'll come back to your music, but
No
you have
worries.
one of the most powerful voice I've heard.
Thank
Because you
you.
sing opera. And before you answer the question, I firmly believe that the best singers, I mean musicians who has mastered their vocal talent, whatever skills, are opera singers.
Mm.
They are just so good at it. So yeah, can you just share a popular example of a soprano and another mezzo soprano?
Yeah. You could think of for soprano, you could think of Kathleen Battle. She's an American soprano, incredible voice. She had an incredible voice.
Okay.
Um, And for mezzo soprano,
Like one
you
of your
could think
competitors.
of, huh?
Okay. One of your competitors, since it's
No, she's someone I idolize. Cecilia Bartoli. She's an Italian mezzo soprano that I absolutely love. So those could be two examples.
okay.
Yeah.
So guys at home, please Google this name. I will after the show because that's not my world, but it's a beautiful word.
Yeah.
Um, oh, let's go to your music, Malaika. I've listened to your most recent song, Summer Flower, and whoa, after watching this video, I was like, oh, this deserves more attention. So guys, right now, pause this video, go on YouTube, type Summer Flower by Malaika. You would just love it. And the clip is beautiful,
Thank you.
dancing. And did you, no, no, please walk us from the moment of conception of the idea to you made the clip and everything. How did you create this hit song?
Thank you. So Summer Flower is part of an album that I wrote called Painted Flowers, and every single piece, every single song is based on a flower painting from around the world. And so whenever I create, I love organization. And so I always have, before I start creating, I have the structure. And so before starting the album, I already knew what paintings I wanted to write for.
Mhm.
I already knew the titles, and I remember I had fallen in love during the summer, and I had experienced love in a way I'd never had before, and I was,
Congratulations, by the way.
thank you.
That's great.
And then we broke up, and
Oh,
I think we had broken up
I mean, this summer or last summer? Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm
two
not sure.
summers ago,
Oh, okay, okay.
2 summers. So not this summer or the summer before. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Um, And I was working on the cycle at that time. And so I went to the music building and I sat at my piano and I opened my laptop and then I saw the title Summer the painting is this Brazilian painting called Summer Love. And I was just like, that is
Mm.
such a funny thing to see that the next piece that I was going to be writing about is called Summer Love when I've just gotten heartbroken from the summer love that I've experienced. Um, and so I wrote the melody in one day, and
In one
then
day.
in one day, it just, wow.
Oh,
And then writing the piano took a little longer. I think it maybe took me 3 weeks. Um, and and I initially had written it for one of my, I had written the entire album for one of my friends, Lucia Miku, who's an incredible soprano.
okay.
And she's this really wonderful Romanian Canadian um,
Romanian Canadian.
artist
Wow.
who it just like when she talks, she sings, and when she walks, you could almost see flowers grow out of the like pavement, you know?
Whoa, okay. I
Um,
see the type of
yeah,
person.
yeah,
Yeah. Like
yeah.
she's
And
glowing
so,
all the time. Like, yeah.
yeah,
Carpe diem.
exactly.
Let's go.
hmm Um, and so I initially had written it for her, but then I started performing it a little more. And then after one of my a collaborative pianist that I've been working with for years now,
Hmm.
um, she was so like her and her wonderful husband, who's also an incredible opera singer, Corey Arnold. Um, they welcomed me in their home to create a recording of the full album. Um, and and I had all of these ideas of visual projects I could do to kind of work with the album. And then at one point, there's this really incredible filmmaker in Ottawa. Um, the name
Oh, I
not
would
in
be
my head right
interested
now.
to, yeah. You can just
Um,
DM me after the name because
yes,
I'm
I'll let you know,
interested
and then
in.
we'll credit him after. But there's this incredible filmmaker in Ottawa, and he had done this really cool project with contemporary dancers. And I was like, oh my God, that's exactly what I need for Summer Flower. And and that's how the music video began.
Oh, these are the dancers in the video, right?
No,
I'm
these are
guessing.
different dancers.
Oh, okay.
These are
Okay.
different. There's an initial video that had inspired the music video of, I just really loved this concept of contemporary dancers. And so I thought it'd be really beautiful to recreate the narrative of the song through contemporary dance.
And
Um,
it was beautiful, to be honest. The
Thank
dance,
you.
the I
Thank
mean,
you.
everything just went together. Your voice, the setting, the dancing. So yeah.
Thank
Please go
you.
on. Please go on.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I worked with an incredible cast when it came to the video. And so I was working with Chloe, who was the choreographer and dancer in my video. Um, her full credits could be found in my Instagram or on the video. And I had told her that I wanted her to create um, a dance that was reflective of the story of the song. And she did that perfectly. And
Hmm.
she had told me that found she had created choreographies for certain sections of the song. And then there was kind of these black blank moments. And so then I was like, okay, I'll create this entire storyline of it. And so it was a really beautiful collaboration with so many incredible Black creatives, which is also really exciting to know that, the the main cameraman, the editor, the dancers, the choreographer, the composer, and the singer, all of them were Black
Oh,
in fields that are where we don't see enough Black creativity and brilliance. And so it was so cool to be um, part of a set with just so much incredible, young, talented Black artists and creatives.
that's
And
cool.
so I'm in love with that project in terms of its result, in terms of the process, in terms of um, everything about it. I'm just very proud of it and proud of the team that made it. Yeah.
That's wonderful. When you spoke about the uh team consisting of mostly black people, I don't remember who. I think it's Obama who made a movie of, I mean, he used, I don't know if it remember it's Obama or Beyonce, one of those two juggernauts. They have created a team full of only black people. I don't know if it's, have you heard about it? It's so,
Might be Beyonce for Coachella. I
yeah, I think it's Beyonce. Yeah.
think it's Beyonce.
So yeah. Um, yeah, anyways. So thank you, Malaka, for walking us into your, I would say, creative process. Oh, okay. This one, I'll be honest, I went through your poems on Medium. Some of them almost made me tear up. To be honest. They are,
Really?
yeah.
Oh
So
my
what,
God.
I'm not sure. Have you had someone read your poem to you? Like read back?
My mom.
Okay,
My
I'll
mom's an
show we.
incredible poet.
So let's, if you're willing and able, let's do something. I
Yeah.
have selected two. Two. Okay, let me just check. Is it two? Okay, one, two. Yeah, it's two. And I have some quotes that you shared during your interview with Kondwani that I found interesting. So based on, oh, we have time. We have plenty of time. So I will read the poem and then you can share. So what happened? Are you ready? Let's hope so.
Yeah.
Don't tear up in front of her. This would be weird. So guys, get ready. I will try not to cry. So I don't promise. I won't cry. Don't worry. Okay, let's go. To be broken is to be human. When you think no one is watching, shadows fall heavy on your smile. Do you know you are loved? Do you know of the divine you carry? I see it all the time in the glimmer of your eyes when you love, because you love people deeply. Do you know the joy that you bring? You invite smiles and laughter in rooms empty of sound. You invite connection and safety in a world that often is void of it. I hope some of that laughter, joy, and divine light you keep to yourself. You are so giving. I hope you give yourself the love you are so good at giving others. We need you to. You need yourself to. Your shadows tell you lies and blur your sight with pain and tears. I hope you know those things don't define you. I hope you know you are worth the effort. I hope you know we love you, shadows and all. It is okay to be broken. We all are. We can sit together and present our shadows to each other. Mine weighs down my heart, so sometimes I'm scared of loving. I hope you know you are loved in all your complexity. To be broken is to be human, and your humanity is beautiful. Wow. What?
Oh my
No,
God.
that's for you. That's not for me.
Thank you.
How did this poem come into existence? That was really, can you remember?
Oh my God, it's been a while. When was that written? It was written like
Oh,
2 years ago?
yeah, I think I
Um,
saw 2023 or 24, something like that.
yeah. Okay. I don't remember who I wrote it about, but I remember that it was about someone in my life who
Was it the summer love, the break, maybe?
no, no, this is another person.
It's a different
This is
person.
another person. This is another person. And it was someone in my life who was just so charismatic. It was one of
Mhm,
those people that when you're around them, um, you just feel happy and you feel safe
mhm,
and you could tell that they loved deeply and that they created this kind of space for people because they knew that some people don't have that and how
mhm,
rare it is to have spaces like that. And I remember looking at that person when no one was watching and you could just see that all the masks had left. You know, all of the smile had gone and um, this desire of they weren't performing.
Mm-hmm.
They were just being, and you could just tell that there was this heaviness to them. Um, and so I wrote it for them. Yeah, I wrote it for them.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So, okay, there's a lot of things that you said. One thing that just popped out is being present, right? Like by being present, you can just help your energy, this can help others around you. Wow. What word did you say? The heaviness of, you said something. Uh, the heaviness
They just
of,
carried this heaviness that they hid from everyone else. And so when they thought no one was looking, they took off this mask. And I just saw the sadness and loneliness. And so I felt like I needed to tell them that
okay,
the
that's
poem.
that's a deep one. So let's move on to the second one. Second poem that I found on your Medium and that really spoke to me. It's called, I think maybe it's because, I have just immigrated to Canada. It's a it's an interesting experience. So this poem, the name is Rock Bottom. Yeah, it's pretty negative, but it's powerful. I know this place when the waves bring me under, far from any light and warmth. I find myself here, sitting on this cold floor, gravity pulling at every atom, each one assuming unbearable weight. Rock bottom. I told myself this place would become a memory, nothing else. But when every door closes, this one's invitation never wavers. And so, through guilt and rage and tears and pain, I've come back to rock bottom. I've come back to self-hatred, to depression, to anxiety, to the home of toxic voices. I've come back to rock bottom. Wow, that was a profound one. I'm guessing this was not the best spirits. You have not written this during the best spirits of your life.
Oh
Uh,
no.
it's so
No, no,
deep.
no.
So, are you comfortable with like going through the process of how you made this poem?
Yeah, yeah. Um, well, I've had undiagnosed, well, now I have diagnosed. I have diagnosed ADHD
Oh,
and now I'm
I have
medicated.
the undiagnosed one. I'm not sure, but
Oh, really? Well, I have the diagnosed one and I only recently started medications and so first of all, like ADHD is such a diverse thing. Some people don't need medication. Some people are happy without it. I'm someone who needs it in certain circumstances. So like when school starts and having meds is a lifesaver because I don't have the energy when I'm not medicated. I don't have the energy to get through a day without it being so exhausting that like I remember coming home to my dorm at university without like ADHD meds, and I would literally feel like the walls were like melting because I was so tired after a normal day. And it's just like having to go through the difficulties of life without that extra help that I need when it comes to ADHD meds has been really difficult in certain instances. Um, and so I loved doing my bachelor's degree, but doing it without the help of like ADHD medication
Mhm.
and for the first 2 years was really difficult. Um, and so as a consequence, I've struggled with depression for years, actually. Um, and it kind of, in a lot of poetry that you'll read of mine, I love to use nature as
And your music
symbols
too.
of things.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. And so waves is something that I really like because it's something that um I feel like is a really good representation of mental health. I feel like sometimes it comes in waves. Sometimes it's just like the water has come back to the ocean and the tide is low and I can breathe. And then other times it's just like, paf, right in your
Close
face.
you.
You're
Yeah.
just like struggling to swim and it just like it's pulling you under. And I wrote that poem in one of those moments where I was just like, oh, there's that feeling again. There's this, there's the feeling of depression that I've been able to avoid for this period of time, but now it's back and it's here, you know? So I wrote it from that kind of place. Yeah.
And what's powerful for people listening, it's guys, if you're listening, that's I would say because I write too when I call this scribbing or I don't whatever it's called. Did you know that it has been scientists have proven that if you write your thoughts down on paper, it literally transfers the energy from your mind to the paper. Like you can see your thoughts. So guys, if you're going through tough times, apply Malaika's. I'm not saying you should write poems at the level that she did. She
No,
does.
write them. It doesn't matter. Because the thing is, you should never write with the idea of creating great like poetry. Just write what you
Uh,
want to hear,
let's go.
write for the trash can,
Let's
and
go.
then it'll inherently get good.
Right
I
for the
have
trash can. I
Every
love
time I
that.
have written with this idea of, ooh, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna create such a good poem. It's never been a good poem. Ever. All of my good poems have come from places of I need to say something. I need
Mhm.
to say something to myself. I need to hear something, or I need to tell this to someone. All of my
Ooh.
good poetry comes from places like that.
Mm.
Never, I'm gonna sit down and write something great, because that's not how creativity works.
During your interview with Konwani, when asked about a masterclass you would create, you would like to teach, and your answer was very interesting based on what I do. You said inspiration. Why? Why?
Um,
Like, I mean, let me reframe. You said like you are very good at being inspired. Like you know how to
yes.
inspire yourself. So that's something you could teach someone. So how uh yeah, how do you get inspired? And how would you teach
Mm.
someone how to get inspired?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of reasons why I said that. I think I've been doing music for my whole life, but I have so much to learn, um, that I think one of the most powerful things about my creativity, whether it's through music, whether it's through poetry, whether it's as a singer or whether it's as a composer
Hmm.
or as an actor, because being an opera singer is being an actor. Um, I think one of the most powerful things that I have
Hmm.
at the core of myself is an ability to be inspired. And um and I think that's what I'm really good at. I think I've kind of mastered inspiration. And so I feel like I'm confident enough to be able to teach people how to find beauty and inspiration in everyday life. Because that's something that I'm pretty good at. Like, before my 18th birthday, I had done this project of 100 poems on 100 days. And one thing I learned through doing that project is how to open yourself to creativity on a daily basis. And life is a very beautiful thing. Life is a very difficult thing, um, but it's also very beautiful, you know?
Yeah.
Like
I mean, it's the suffering that makes it beautiful in some ways, right?
sometimes the suffering is just
Pointless.
sometimes it's just like, what? You know? Like
I
some
mean, yeah.
people experience such levels of oppression that is just, but being, there's so much beautiful things about being human, like
Oh yeah.
nature is such a beautiful thing. Love is such a beautiful thing. Community is such a beautiful thing. The ability to experience like sunsets and sunrise and
I got you.
the miracle of being alive. Just the the idea of there's billions of little microscopic little things within my body and outside of my body that just permit me to just exist for one additional second. Do you know what I mean?
Whoa.
There's
Yes.
so much beauty in being alive. And I think especially because life is so difficult, really learning to recognize the miracle of being alive helps with the difficulty of what life is.
Whoa. I will clip this, turn this into a short video, and this will go viral. That was deep. Wow. And let's put some numbers. Do you know the odds of being alive? I mean, you being a human being, do you know the odds of this?
No, I don't actually.
1/400 trillion.
That's crazy. See what
This,
I mean? It's a
yeah,
miracle. It's a crazy thing to be alive, you know? And it just like, even if you just think of your breath, you know, like if we stop breathing for what, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, there's like, even just on a minute scale, there's so much that's happening within our bodies for us to be able to experience life. And I think we need to recognize how marvelous that is.
exactly. And I'm very big on gratitude. So you've just explained, you've just shared one great tool. I would say one of the best tool I've heard about gratitude. Like you reduce it to the microscopic uh, living things that are here that helps you to be alive, that makes you you. That's incredible. Okay, so I wish we could talk about this during the whole day, but we don't have all this time, unfortunately. Let's move in to some rapid fire questions. This will help humanize you, I would say. So people know Malaika, the content creator, the opera singer. So this will help your audience get to know you a little bit better. Are you game? Ready?
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes.
And if any questions, you already know the rules. You feel you don't want to answer, you just say no, we just move on. But there's no, don't worry. Should be fine. Okay. Well, first song you remember, or first song you ever remember loving. First.
There's some rapid fire. Ah, probably Malaika from Medium Makeba. Yeah.
Okay, okay. That's where your name come from, guess,
Yeah.
obviously. Yeah. Okay. Last song you listen to on repeat.
Ooh, a piece that I'm learning for my master's auditions.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you share the
Oh yeah, it's called Waiting from the Great Gatsby. It's the
oh, the
opera.
movie of Leonardo DiCaprio, The
No,
Great.
no, no, no. It's
Oh,
it's an
which one?
opera that's based on the play. And so I'm
Oh,
learning a piece from it. And it's kind of funky. And initially I listened to it and I was like, I don't like it, but now I kind of do. Yeah.
okay. Okay. Okay, the next one, I'm sure I already know the answer, but I would ask it, classical or pop? Which feels more like home to you?
Oh, it depends.
Oh, on what?
Depends on
You,
who's singing. It depends the composer. Depends the orchestra. It depends the orchestration. Depends which period.
yeah,
I love pop. Pop is great. Sometimes classical, there's you find pop and you find classical. It's like such a huge genre. It depends.
yeah, that's very true. Yeah, that's true. Um, oh, the as an artist, this will be tough, I'm guessing for you. The project you're the most proud of so far.
Mm, I am the most proud. These are hard, rapid fire questions. The
Yeah,
most proud of. Um,
you have time, don't worry. Oh,
I'm the
what's the first?
most.
Don't overthink it. Like something that oh,
But I
oh,
don't know. I'm so proud of so many things. I'm proud of Call Me What I Become. Yeah, Call Me What I Become. I'm really proud of.
okay. So is that a song you've composed or a poem? I would,
Call Me What I Become is an instrumental piece that I wrote for the baby gorilla naming ceremony, and I worked
oh,
with
okay.
animators from around the world. And I worked with this incredible Montreal-based animator, and she like it panel for panel for the animations. There's hundreds of these panels for a 5 minute piece, and I'm just so proud of the work that she put in and the other animators put in to I love collaboration. Anything where I was able to collaborate with incredible artists, I'm just so proud of. But yeah,
I mean, that's what makes the human race beautiful, right? Our ability to just bring,
collaboration.
let's go. And that's what we're doing today. So it's not really to create a song, but to share your message.
Yeah, conversation. Conversation's powerful.
Yes. So yeah, next question. So yeah, it's rapid fire, but let's say philosophical rapid fire question. Yeah. Um, oh, the song you have written that feels the most personal to you. Or it can be every song,
Mm.
or there's one that stand out.
Ooh, I wrote one that I haven't put out yet. It's
Oh,
my
the trailer. Let's go.
it's my my next project in like 12 months from now. And
Oh,
it's a piece that I wrote for choir. And it's a piece that I wrote. It's also during the same summer flower period. And I wrote this one a year ago. And I took all this poetry that I wrote when I was heartbroken and then chose little fragments and created a whole chorus piece for it. And working with the human voice, but like on such a grand scale with so many different voices can create such a dramatic effect. So probably that one.
oh yeah. Okay, let's go. Um, oh, your dream venue to perform in.
The Met, the
What?
Met, the
Oh,
Metropolitan Opera in New
oh,
York.
okay,
Yes.
sorry.
Or La Scala.
I'm sorry for not understanding
That's
from that.
okay.
Okay, yeah.
That's okay.
So I'm new in North America, so pardon
No
my
worries.
ignorance. Okay. If your music were a color, what color would it be?
Purple.
Oh, can I ask why? Your
I
favorite
have
colors?
synesthesia. So when I hear music, I see color. And when I meet people or
Literally.
like the people in my life, I see color. So my music, I would say purple.
Wow, I was not
Purple
ex
or green.
okay, I was not expecting you to be so self-aware about this one. So kudos to you. Okay. So purple or green. Okay. And normally purple is a sign with warmth or trust, something like that.
Hmm.
I'm not an expert in, so please do your research. Um, oh, this one. So I know through studying you that your dad is one of your favorite person to collaborate with, right? But I would like to know who is another person that you have not collaborated with yet, but you would like. Maybe they
Mm.
can watch this and say, "Hey, let's work." And if you're watching this, she's very talented. You should work together in advance.
Mm.
So yeah, go on, shoot your shot.
That's a really cool question. Who would I like to collaborate with?
It can be anyone, anyone.
Anyone?
Let's make it fun. Really? Let's. Oh,
Beyonce
you're a fan of
or
Beyonce?
Janelle Monáe or Doechii.
Whoa, you just listed, I think, three of my favorite black artists. Beyonce number one. T- I'm not sure I'm going to say this. Uh, nah, I'm not sure about. So Beyonce is my number. We are all for authenticity. So she was my childhood crush, to be honest.
Me too. Yep.
Really? Well,
Yeah,
that's yeah. Who? I mean, who? Who is not affected by her? I mean, you should be blind or deaf. So, anyways,
even if
so and Doechii. Oh, she won a Grammy recently, if I'm not
her
mistaken.
alligator bites never heal.
Yeah. There's a song that stuck. Ah, da 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 da. I don't. I'm not a singer.
That's
You can
okay.
witness. Yeah, I'm very. Well, what song is that? Did you get it? Da da da
Sing
da.
it again.
It's what it is. What sound?
What's up? Hey, da,
Yeah.
da, da,
Da, da,
da,
da,
da,
da,
da.
da.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a
I
good
love it.
one.
Anyways, so your answer was Beyonce, Doechii, or Janelle Monáe. Okay, nice. I remember Janelle from the.
Or Nemesis. Nemesis is a Palestinian Canadian singer. I really like her.
Okay, Nemesis. I'm
Mhm.
not sure I know about this one.
She's
So,
great. She's
okay.
really great.
What are you the most grateful for if you had to
Ooh.
choose?
My parents are really incredible. They're so loving and supportive and wonderful. Yeah, my parents.
That's beautiful. And I hope you can clip it and share this. Okay?
Yeah.
See how much I love you.
Yeah.
Very good. Okay, we've reached the question that this one, I would say that's the deepest question I ask everyone.
Oh.
Yeah. So let's go. I would just let's go. So one day, all of us will leave this world behind. And when that moment comes for you, Malaika, how do you want people to remember you?
Hmm.
Take your time.
How do I want people to remember me? I think it depends. Um, I think that's such a cool question. How do I want to be remembered?
Or what legacy you want to leave, if you want to frame it this way.
You know what's interesting? I don't really think about legacy. I think a lot about because I don't really have control over it. Um,
Oh. I
and
mean,
so,
yes and no.
well,
Oh.
yes, but also no, because the thing is, it's like when I'm dead, I'm not the one who's telling my story at that point. Do you know what I mean?
Your fans,
Um,
maybe. I mean, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Um, I think something that I'd like to do is create art so that people see themselves reflected in. And I think it's important to have spaces where we see ourselves. I think that's really important in life. So if my art can help people find places to heal or grieve or feel emotions they haven't felt like they were able to before, um, yeah,
That's beautiful.
that'll be enough.
I mean, sometimes the simplest answer could be the best. And this was one of them. So
Oh, thank you.
the simplest and most authentic, of course. So yeah,
Mm.
that's great. Um, okie dokie. So I think we are we exceeded by 5 minutes. All
Mm.
good so far? Are you good? I mean, you're doing you're glowing. Just like a
Thank you.
oh,
Wow.
oh, where does this come from?
I don't know.
Because I said it?
No,
No.
I think it's something I did.
Okay. And you did it just okay, you did it again. You're celebrating your own. Yeah. Let's celebrate life, guys. For people who are listening to this, Malaika, and who wants to join your newsletter, what value will they get if they do?
Ooh, you'll get exclusive information on projects that are upcoming. You'll
Okay.
get information before others on when I have performances and when I have exciting things coming up. And you'll also get a more personal um, knowledge of some of the things I've been up to. So you should totally subscribe.
Subscribe, guys. Let's go. And last question, where can people find you online and support you, like your music, everything?
Yeah, Instagram, through my website, through my newsletter, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok.
Oh, you are everywhere.
I'm everywhere.
So just guys, just Google Malaika Urbani. You should be fine. You will find her. So
Exactly.
Malaika, I just want to thank you just for existing
Oh,
and
thank you.
creating, for being you, for having the guts to be yourself in a world filled with people just looking for validation, attention. You're not afraid to be yourself. And know if you've heard this quote from Oprah Winfrey. She said that the goal of any human being should be to be the highest and truest expression of themselves.
Mm,
And I firmly believe that you are on your journey to become the highest and truest expressions of yourself. So what I
thank
wish
you.
for you from this day is that you become this Malaika, this Beyonce level Malaika. Why not?
Thank
Oh, Nina Simmons.
Yeah.
That's one of your role models. So thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for being you, and thank you for what you're doing for humanity. So yeah, if you were here, I would just shake your hand so we can just fist bump. Let's go. So Malaka, thank you, and yeah,
Thank
that's
you so much. Thank you. Wonderful talking with you.